Hey guys, I'll try and make this somewhat quick because I'm in the middle of a snowstorm and we're supposed to get a foot of snow. Today I wanted to talk about the difference between criticism and concern. I really believe you got to stop criticizing your partner. You're just creating distance, and it's really your responsibility to stop criticizing. So what is criticism versus a complaint or concern? So criticism is like a harsh startup saying stuff like you did this. It's a way to make your partner defensive, whereas a concern softens the situation. A criticism will create distance, whereas a complaint will create connection. So I'll give an example of a criticism that I received in my relationship. So there was one time that I woke up, and immediately when I woke up, my wife said to me, "Are you going to be grumpy again today?" And me being me, I'm pretty defensive when I get those kind of accusations, and I shut down. So what I should have done in that situation is talk to my partner, communicate what I need, tell her what I need, and say something along the lines, "Hey, can you say that in a nicer way? I'm feeling pretty defensive by that comment." And believe me, I understand how difficult just telling your partner something like that would be. Because I know for me personally, I was scared to say something like that because I think that would create more reaction, and I just, being kind of avoidant in situations, I would think, if I bring this topic up, it's only going to make things worse. So I didn't want to do that, but now after, having a little bit of hindsight, and I don't think my hindsight's 20/20, I think I'm always learning more, but my hindsight is telling me that, I'm causing more disconnection than connection by avoiding conflict. So what I should have said is what I needed, and I talked about that in the last episode. Say what you need and be the change you want to see. So I wanted to connect with my partner in general, right? So how do you connect with them? One, on my side, I could have said what I needed, like I was just saying. Two, what my wife could have done, well, after I said, "Can you say that in a nicer way?" What she could have done to say in a nicer way is, "Hey, I notice your energy is off, or your mood is off, and it's really bothering me. Is there anything I can do to help?" So understand the difference between the two. Like, one clearly creates connection and openness, whereas the other one just pushes your partner away and creates disconnect. So really focus on the two. Criticism and concern can really affect your relationship. Gottman's talking about the 4 horsemen in relationships, which just means like toxic things that can destroy your relationship. And the number one is criticism. Criticism, contempt, defensiveness, and stonewalling are the 4. And on this one, the 2 that are getting hit here are criticism and defensiveness. So I got defensive. I didn't share my feelings about the way I should have, and I shut down. So I hit 3 of them on that situation. So learning myself and then also identifying what I need was huge in that situation. So in the future, I have a much better understanding of not doing that. So getting back to this whole episode, you just got to stop criticizing your partner. That's basically what it is. Stop criticizing, use I statements, and try and connect. Be that change you want to see. If you want to connect with them, use I statements. If you want to disconnect and not be with them, say you statements. So I think that's a really clear distinction, and it's really important, and something that I see a lot of people that need to work on. I listen to it probably more so now that I'm going through divorce, here in relationships, hearing people say you statements. Gottman say you need to have 5 compliments to 1 criticism for it to get through. So take that as knowing that us as humans look for the negative. So when you hear the negative, that's going to be the one thing you remember, not all the good things that happen. So you need a lot more good things than bad things for a person to feel safe with you, I guess would be the word. Well, anyway, guys, thanks for sticking with me. Got a bunch of snow on my head. Gotta get inside and warm up, but if you guys wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, commenting, because I read all the comments and I'm really curious what you guys are interested in. I'm gonna just keep doing these episodes because I just going through divorce and no one ever teaching me how to love somebody. I just feel absolutely compelled to help anybody out there that's going through something. So I hope this helped you guys, and if it did, if you could subscribe, that would mean the world to me. See you guys on the next one.